So without any further ado, Mr. Stephen Sadleir.
Wow. Just standing up here, I feel like a wave of energy rolling in, and I like to surf. So if you don't mind, I'm just going to go with the flow, like Matthew said. And so what we're going to do this weekend is we're going to give you the ability to tap into that inner knowing, gain that inner clarity, so that part of you that already knows who you are and why you were born and how to bring about those things that you are feeling inspired to manifest, and allow your spirit or that innate intelligence to direct you to bring that into manifestation. Does that sound good? Do you feel a sense of inspiration when I say that? Would you breathe in and feel that source of inspiration? Now, think of it as an energy. Imagine if you were all psychic, which you are at some level. You pick up at people's energy, don't you? You kind of have a sense. You like something or not. So imagine you're coming up to somebody and they're going, oh, I see money in this person, so I'm going to sell them this thing and make a lot of money for me because I make my quote. You wouldn't be real turned on by that, would you? But if I'm really thinking about you and, gee, how can I really make this a powerful and enjoyable experience? Something that's really going to be, how can I be helpful to you? You're going to be attracted to that, aren't you? So you see, if you think of it as energy and what you're transmitting other people are picking up on, think about what they would be attracted to. And they will be. You put that out there. And that's one of the advantages of raising your calibrated level of consciousness. You serve no one by being poor.
Nope.
The more prosperous you are, the more you bring prosperity into your neighborhood, into your family, into people you work with, your clients. So it's an energy. It's a state of consciousness. There's plenty for everybody in this world. Nobody should ever be for lack. Nobody. So I want to invite you to hold that space. Okay, I'm open. Whatever it is, let it be here, let it be now, but I'm just going to let it go. I'm going to initiate this process of releasing. Now, you may be tested later. There'll be signs, just like you're in school. You go to a lecture, you hear the teacher, you read the book. 2 weeks later, there's a test. But that's great, because then when it comes up and you say, oh, well, I used to fear this, and this little fear starts to creep up, you can look at it and go, oh, there's that thing that I let go of, you see? And pretty soon it's just not there anymore. It's being released out of your body. A few years ago, I was working as an investment banker, and I had put a merger together. 3 different companies were forming to form one big conglomerate, right? And we had these CEOs and CFOs and their attorney. So we had all these attorneys and all these people in a room.
Oh, boy.
A lot of ego, a lot of defensive posturing. But we were down to the point of inking the deal. We worked months and months on this deal. But there was a few little things some people wanted to work out. And one little thing led to another thing. And all of a sudden, you could see the tension in the room. It was palpable, getting worse, and faces were getting red, and voices were starting to go up, right? And I'm going, oh, my God. I had $500,000 commission on that one deal alone. I'm going, oh, I can't let that thing slide away. There were people getting ready to walk up and leave the room. So then most people would tend to get either angry back or defensive, or they would respond in kind, you see? So I just took a deep breath. And then I looked over to the guy next to me, and I looked at him, and I just smiled and kind of shook my head, rolled my eyes up, tried to break the ice a little bit. And he just looked at me and like, oh, can you believe this? And then I looked over to the person next to him. We were at a table going around. I just went around and looked everybody in the eye. I said, hey, you guys, think of all the time and energy we put into this deal already. I said, we got to shift the energy in the room. I couldn't say, let's take a deep breath and chant Om or something, but I said, let's clear the energy out, because what we're thinking isn't going to bring about our common goal and our common good. Picture a world where we respected the earth, that we utilized the resources of this planet and respected it, took stewardship over it, and not just exploit it, including all the other people, the people that work for us, people that serve us, provide services. I'd like to invite you to look for the presence of God
in the eyes of every person you meet, just recognize that there's a spark of life within them. That just as in your life, as in your body, there's a spirit in them. And look for that spirit. Look for it in everyone you see, everywhere you go, all the time, every day. Look for it in the circumstances and situations of your life. For the more you look, the more you will find there's a spirit guiding you in every situation, everywhere you go, all the time. And when you enter into that presence, when your awareness becomes so clear that you see it in yourself and in others and in everything, all the time, everywhere, you enter into the kingdom of heaven. It lies within us. God never left. If you're not feeling this presence, it's because you're either ignoring it or you're denying it. The fact your heart is beating is the proof. So anytime you're feeling anything other than happiness and peace, it's only serving as a reminder to get back in touch with yourself.